No goals given up on 31 shots. And you mentioned Josie Bothan is going to be in net for the Nittany Lions. She's faced 112 shots. She's faced a lot of shots. And like you mentioned, Colgate doesn't give up a whole lot of shots. But we are almost ready to get set here. Puck is dropped. The Nittany Lions win the draw in the form of Lindy Lobdell.
That's the best way to start a game. Win the faceoff and start trying to take control down in your offensive zone.
Nittany Lions dump the puck in behind their own end. Colgate gives chase. Turnover by Greg of the Raiders. Maggie McEachran on the puck, tries to clear it. Intercepted for a moment by Mackay. Now here come the Raiders. They've got speed over the line. On the near side now. Thrown out in front, just wide. Olivia Wallin with the puck now for the Nittany Lions. Coming out towards center. Crosses over the line. Tries to drop it off to Mackay. Mackay will just throw it behind. Picked up by Wallin in a puck battle on the near boards. Tessa Janicki with the puck near the circle. Tries to send it across, intercepted by Greg. And the Raiders regain control on their own end. Try dumping it out, intercepted by Janicki once again. Giving chase is Correa. Correa, as you mentioned, had that hat trick against St. Lawrence. Correa back to Janicki. Janicki moving over the Big Ten logo. Throws one in front, on net, rebound chance, just wide.
You'd see Penn State trying to establish quickly in their offensive zone. They have yet to score a first period goal this season.
Correa drops it back to Mallory Uline, one of the 3 co-captains on the team of the Nittany Lions, along with Gangarosa and Kiara Zanin. Osborne plays it on the near side boards. Through center, intercepted by the Nittany Lions. Julie Goff dumps it back in onto Osborne. Osborne will play it for a teammate in Tanner Gates. Tanner Gates. Now here come the Raiders once again, losing control of it at center. Are the Raiders, and the Nittany Lions will have a chance to dump it back in the zone. Osborne misplays the puck for a moment. Chance for the Nittany Lions to pounce on it, but coming with the puck is Tessa Holk for the Raiders. The Raiders through center, it's Kaltonkova. Kaltonkova, her shot blocked in front. Puck battle in the corner. 4 bodies there. Picked up by Kaltonkova. Kaltonkova through the middle. And nothing going for the Raiders, as Izzy Heminger will send it all the way down for an icing for the Nittany Lions.
Well, on that offensive opportunity for Colgate, Penn State recording another block. They are averaging 13.5 block shots per game this season. That's twice the amount of their opponents, and they get their first.
As you mentioned, a team that blocks a lot of shots, but also takes a lot of shots, are the Nittany Lions. The Lions win the draw in their own zone. Amy Heminger will dump the puck all the way down. Another icing for the Penn State. 17:30 left to go here in the first period. Penn State leading the shots 2-0. Score still tied at 0.
Well, you've seen neither side really able to get offensive possession for too long. Penn State did have a few opportunities, but just a couple icings in a row here for Penn State.
The Raiders win the draw. Will send it behind Josie Bothan. Intercepted for a moment by Izzy Heminger. Puck battle behind Bothan. Scooped up by the Nittany Lions. Kendall Buttsy trying to get out of her own end. Intercepted by the Raiders. Now Maya Vazlet with the puck for Penn State. Will dump it out to center. Regained and dumped back in by the Raiders. Picked up by Kendall Buttsy on the near side. Moving through center ice. Tries to get a pass up to Zanin. Intercepted by Bard of the Raiders. The Raiders, nice little drop pass there. Here comes Dara Gregg. Gregg through the middle. Stops on a dime. Takes it back out towards the blue line. Gets it across to Simpson. Simpson throws one on net. Stopped in front by Josie Bothan. Zanin with the puck now for the Nittany Lions. Tries to get up to Mackay. Loses possession, and the Raiders will regain it in center ice. Gregg gets it up to her teammate in Serdachny. Serdachny across. Puck is lost. Here come the Nittany Lions. It's Mackay. Mackay, the Colgate transfer, will dump the puck to her former goalie in Kayla Osborne. Osborne loses possession. Wallin has it. Throws it out in front. Mackay in all alone. Body down by Osborne. Osborne falls in her net. Nittany Lions still with possession. It's Janicki. To Gangarosa. Gangarosa will throw one just wide. Picked up by Gregg. Gregg will just smack it out towards center. Kept in for a moment beautifully by Julie Goff. Back down low is Correa. Correa moves towards the circles. Tries to throw it out in front. No one there. Regains possession. It's Gangarosa by the Big Ten logo. Beautifully blocked shot. And the puck comes out to center. Great job there by Kaltunkova. The lines with it once again is Julie Goff. Julie Goff at the circle. Her shot swallowed up by Osborne.
A big block by Colgate moments ago, forcing Penn State to reset out of their zone in the middle of the ice. And when you look at, like we said about Penn State, they were doubling their opponents in block shots. Well, right now they're tied with one apiece. We'll see how that plays out as this game progresses.
Kaylee Osborne bailing herself out after the missed play behind the net, but the Nittany Lions have possession on the far side. Correa throws it out for it, tipped in front, and Osborne will fall on top of it. A little scruffle after the whistle. Nothing coming out of that. 15:37 left to go here in the first period. Shots 4-1 in favor of the Nittany Lions. Something we see a lot in their games as they outshoot their opponents by quite a bit. But after that missed play by Osborne, it seems like now the ice has a little tilted towards the Nittany Lions' favor.
Well, you just said it. It's tilted in the shot department. It's also tilted in the face-off department, as prior to this face-off, Penn State had won the first 4. Now Colgate is able to get that one.
Rosa's shot on net is swallowed up once again by Osborne, and she'll just cover and get a stoppage. Another offensive zone draw coming up for the Nittany Lions. 15:28 left to go in the first period.
It's early, but as we said in the pregame, Penn State needed to get shots on goal as they're facing one of the best defensive teams in the country, and they're doing just that. Already 5, with not even 5 minutes gone on the clock in the first period.
Loose puck on the far side boards, picked up by Tessa Janicki, the freshman. Behind the net, gets nudged off the puck by the Colgate Raiders, and the Raiders now will finally get it out to center. Here's Betnell, Cass Betnell, with speed, trying to get around Kendall Butzy. It's nudged off the puck, but she regains it. 4-woman scrum behind the net, trying to throw it out in front, but intercepted by Julie Goff. Goff gets it out towards center. No icing waves the officials. Under 15 minutes now to go in the first period. Colgate resetting their offensive attack on their own end. Eichfeld loses the puck. It's Machado. Machado circling behind the net, up top to Lobdell. Lobdell looking for a tip in front, none there. On the far side, Roberts. Roberts down low, it's Vaslet. Vaslet, a puck battle picked up by Roberts. She comes to help. Now Sardacki will try to clear it out, but it stays in. Loose puck in front. Roberts across. Machado, glove save, Osborne.
Well, there's a reason that Colgate hasn't let up a goal yet this season, as we've mentioned multiple times, and there it was on full display. Kaylee Osborne able to make that save. As we watch the replay, the glove on the left hand, able to snag that one up from Machado.
Face-off won this time by the Colgate Raiders, still hemmed in their own zone. But now Greg will attempt to get out the center, but it goes into the bench. And we get a neutral zone draw with 14:16 left to go. Shots now 7-1 in favor of the Nittany Lions. They have all the momentum so far early in this contest.
Yes, they do, but it still feels like, even with the momentum, that both teams are trying to find their legs on the ice out there. A little bit of sloppy play from both sides with some turnovers, some missed opportunities, and that has us still knotted at 0.
Lobdell to the puck first for the Nittany Lions. Has it now on the far side boards, dumps it back to her partner in Carly Garcia. Garcia will attempt to get it out of her own zone. She will. The puck is intercepted by the Raiders. Missed errant pass by Allison Simpson, and icing, the first one of the day for the Raiders.
That's exactly what I was talking about moments ago. A little bit of sloppy play. Obviously, icings are going to happen. It's a long game of hockey, and it will continue to happen as this one goes on. But early, it's kind of shocking to see all of these icings so far.
It'll be Tessa Janicki on the draw for the Nittany Lions. Sardacni, the captain of the Raiders, falls down on the draw, picked up by Tessa Janicki. Janicki muscles her way behind that, tries to throw it out in front to Goff. Goff with it again, up top to Gingarosa. Gingarosa tries to make a move, tries to throw it down to Janicki. She loses control. Now Correa. Correa battled off the puck by the Raiders. Colgate still not able to get out of their zone. Janicki slips down, no call. The play will continue. Colgate now in the form of Greg will get out towards center. O'Donohoe over to Simpson. Simpson will dump it in onto Josie Bothan. Into her body, she'll try to play it. She will. Ends it off to Uline. Uline moving in her own zone. Gets up to Machado. Machado dumps out towards center. We'll go all the way down for another Penn State icing. With 13:05 left to go here in the first period, still knotted at 0.
And all these icings You leave tired players on the ice. Obviously, you can't change. So with that, these icings not helping the defensive squad of Penn State, though it has been Penn State that has controlled the offensive zone.
Kaltonkova off the win. Puck was tipped in front, stopped by Josie Bothan. The Raiders hemming Nittany Lions now on their own end. Rosa, nice little spin move there. Gets it out, tries to get out to center. Blocked down by the Raiders. Now a 3-on-2 if they hurry. Across, Kaltonkova can't get a stick to the puck. Still loose behind the end. It's picked up by Janicki. Janicki throws it to the far boards. Stolen by the Raiders on the far side. Trying to get over to Bard. She regains possession, but it's taken out the center. And Janicki now with some speed. Gets around one defender. And all alone moves towards the center. Beautifully broken up by Bard. And now here come the Raiders with speed. It's a 3-on-3. Bard's got Biederman and Kaltonkova with her. Biederman loses possession to Butzi. Regains it on the near side corner. Tries to throw it in front, blocked by Butzi. Kaltonkova in the slot. No shot, but Kaltonkova gets it back, moving in towards the slot once again. The puck is stolen by Kiara Zanin and the Nittany Lions. The Raiders will dump the puck back in. Lots of speed. Play is picking up now as Butzi gets to it first for Penn State. Drops it off for Heminger. He'll throw it all the way down the ice. It will reach for an icing, so more tired bodies for the Nittany Lions after play really seemed to pick up in that last minute or so. And some great opportunities for Colgate, but yet no shots.
Yeah, well, I think you said it best about play starting to pick up. Both teams really finding their rhythms in the skating department. But as you said, no shots for Colgate, at least that got through to Josie Bothan. Some block shots out in front by the defense, but that's what Penn State needs to do. Continue to block shots because Josie Bothan has faced a lot so far this season.
Zanin wins the draw from the Nittany Lions, gets it back to Butzi, who's nudged off the puck, and now it's Stewart. Stewart loses it to Butzi. Butzi throws it back up, but no one was there. Tessa Holt gets to it first for the Raiders. Defenseman threw it on net. Picked up once again by Tessa Holt. Holt into the middle. Her shot blocked in front. Loose puck in the slot. Puck switched to the corner, and now it's Smigliani. Smigliani to Simpson. Simpson throwing one out in front. All alone, a chance. Bothan bodies it down. Colgate still with possession. Tired bodies for the Nittany Lions. Heminger picks it up, floats out to center. Go all the way down to Osborne. No icing, says the official, and Penn State will finally get a chance to change. As now the Raiders come through, it's Hulk. Gates now with the puck for the Raiders. Makes a couple defenders miss, throws it into the neutral zone. Picked up by Julie Goff. Puck goes over her stick, and Colgate will try to get it through. Goes over the stick of Carly Garcia. Back now first is Lindy Lobdell. Lobdell chased by a Raider. Picked up by Bard. Bard throws it down low. On the far side, it's Julie Goff. Puck still in the Nittany Lions end. It's Serdachny. Serdachny muscled off the puck by Garcia. Up top at the point, thrown down low. It's Bettenel. Bettenel trying to throw it in front. Lost the puck to Maya Vazlet. Vazlet through center, loses the puck, beautifully defended by the Colgate Raiders. Puck goes into the boards. And we get a stoppage with 10:17 left to go here in the first period.
Pace is picking up. Colgate now with 3 shots, though Bothan has saved them all, and obviously Penn State with 7 shots, and those have all been saved. So still 0-0, but with the way these teams are skating, some action going to pick up, and we could see the first goal very soon.
Penn State throws the puck in on Osborne. She'll stop it for a defender, as the Raiders will attempt to get out of their own end. Biederman across to Kaltonkova. Leah Stecker got to it first. Now Gangarosa up to Correa. Correa will throw it in. Picked up by the Raiders. Kept it at the line by Gangarosa. Gangarosa tries to throw it on net. It's blocked by Biederman. Comes back out to center. Confusion by Leah Stecker. Not sure what to do with it. Tried to go for a line change and now is stuck on the ice. We'll dump it back in. Penalty upcoming on the Raiders. And a chance for the Nittany Lions to score and take advantage in a very closely contested game.
Yeah, power play always one way to get ahead. Now Penn State, though, 23.1% on their power play this season. Obviously, Colgate just got a goal. They're still 100%. But when with Penn State, nice play by Leah Decker heads-up play is what I was looking for over near the bench. Was about to go off, but instead came back on, played that puck that was at her skates, and then drawing the penalty on Colgate.
Yeah, she was really close to getting a penalty for too many men or too many women on the ice, I should say, as everyone on the bench, including Jeff Cabersol, was screaming for her to either get off the ice or make a play. She made the smart decision, dumps the puck in, and gets a penalty drawn. And now Penn State, obviously, they're leading in the shot department. Earlier in the game, they had the momentum. This is a chance now for them to get a lot of momentum back.
Yeah, absolutely. They kind of lost momentum a few moments ago. Colgate had an offensive possession. They stayed in that zone for a while, but Penn State now looking to tilt the ice, as we said earlier, back into their favor, and it'll start with an offensive zone face-off on the power play.
Zanin, Wallin, Heminger, Gangarosa, and Mackay out there for the Nittany Lions on the first power play of the game. Puck battle on the near boards. Goes over the stick of Heminger all the way out back into the Nittany Lions end.
Not the way you want to start your power play. You obviously want to establish yourself in the offensive zone, establish a presence, and get the shots rolling.
Gangarosa weaves her way through center, will dump the puck in on Osborne. Osborne stops it, picked up on the far side by Zanin. Zanin a battle with Colgate Raiders, picked up by Biederman. Here comes Biederman with some speed. Excuse me, that's Serdachny. Serdachny across, shorthanded come the Colgate Raiders just over the stick of Josie Bothet. Penn State gave up a shorthanded goal against Wisconsin in their season opener on one of their power plays. It's been one of the big issues that they have faced on special teams. Ball lean behind the net. Korea, up top it's Heminger, or Uline, excuse me. Osborne will stop it, play it to a defender, and the puck will go all the way out towards center. Tessa Janicki gets to it first. Janicki tries to muscle her way around a defender. She does. Gets into the offensive zone. Now Penn State can set up their attack. Janicki behind the net. Picked up first by Uline. Then Korea struggled with it at the blue line. And now with under a minute left on this power play, no offensive zone time realistically for the Nittany Lions, as Janicki will dart her way back into her own end. Janicki moving through center. Gets taken down, no call. Puck will come out of the Colgate end, and with 23 seconds left on the power play, still no zone time for the Nittany Lions. Another missed play by Butzi. Korea to Lobdell. Machado will try and play it off the boards, but goes into the Colgate bench with 7:47 to go. 12 seconds left on the power play, and if there was any momentum, it basically got killed there, Justin.
Yeah, and the chance to get momentum that we thought this power play on the cross check by Kaltenkova was going to help the Nittany Lions. Well, it hasn't, because the Nittany Lions have not played in their offensive zone, have not put a shot on net, and thus have not been able to score.
Lobdell takes it through center behind Osborne. So the penalty is now over for Colgate. No shots on the power play, no goals, obviously, for the Nittany Lions, as Roberts is battling on the puck with Bard. Bard across to her partner in McEachran. The Nittany Lions will dump it back into the Colgate end. Picked up through center. Burke will send it in behind Josie Bothan. She'll stop it, leave it for Lobdell. Lobdell up to Machado. Machado throws it to the center, errant pass. Roberts does a nice job defending it. Bassett 1-on-3. She'll dump the puck in as the Nittany Lions go for a line change. Colgate on their own end. The pass goes off the skate of Mackay. Stays in the Colgate end on the near boards. Picked up by Kaltenkova. Kaltenkova's pass intercepted by Zanin. Zanin moving on the near side boards. Throws one on net. Sticked away by Osborne. Now Simpson gets to the puck first. But it's intercepted by Zanin once again into the circles. Drops off for Gangarosa. Gangarosa across to Korea. Korea shot. Stopped aside. Now it's Wallin. Wallin up to Gangarosa. Gangarosa once again stops, weaves, dumps it behind the net. Osborne will play it. Hands it off to Simpson. Simpson will get out towards center. Goes by the hand of Mallory Uline. No icing. Now Colgate gets a chance for a line change.
And after not establishing anything on the power play, Penn State looked a lot better there in 5-on-5 play. Got some shots off onto Colgate, and though they didn't get through, it looked a lot better as that puck is deflected out of play just a few rows in front of us.
6:04 left to go here in the first period. Shot 7-3 in favor of the Nittany Lions. Score knotted at 0. Faceoff will be to the left of Josie Balthin.
Though Penn State has eight shots and Colgate has 4, none of them have really been right out in front. Great opportunities that the goalies couldn't handle. Pretty easy shots so far as Colgate controls in their offensive side.
Greg lost the puck to a Nittany Lion, and Correa will take it out for Penn State. Picked up by Gangarosa. She'll take it over the line. We'll dump it in. Osborne thought about playing it, decides against it. Leah Stecker, the freshman, has taken down a tripping call against Colgate, and another power play for the Nittany Lions. And now, after the last one, you would expect Jeff Campersall to potentially switch things up, maybe run a different unit, try a different strategy, because now 2 power plays in under 4 minutes, a beautiful chance to try and win this hockey game.
Absolutely. You cannot have a repeat of what happened on that last power play where they didn't even get a shot off onto Osborne. They have to go out there, try to establish some offensive time just like they did on the 5-on-5, but translate that to the 5-on-4 where you have more room to work on the ice.
Penn State 0 for 1 on the power play so far today. Like we mentioned, no shots on that power play as they win the draw, and an errant pass by Correa goes all the way back into their own end, picked up by Uline.
That's exactly how they started their last power play. So for Penn State, looking to possibly change things up.
Colgate, as you mentioned, 100% on the power play, penalty kill, excuse me. They haven't given up a goal all season. And it's easy to see why they're very aggressive on the penalty kill, not afraid to take risks. As Janicki weaving her way through center, she's got some speed. Janicki over the line, stops at the circles, looks for an open teammate, gets it down low. Now gets the puck back from Julie Goff. Correa up to Lubdell. Lubdell back to Correa. Correa will just tip it on net and easily covered, or caught, I should say, by Kaylee Osborne.
I think you made a great point moments ago about Colgate being very aggressive. It's almost like they're treating it as they're the team on the power play. They're the team that needs to score, but they don't have the advantage. So they still look to get one. They look to get the shorthanded goals, but they've looked really good against this Penn State team so far on the power kill.
Garcia kept it in, throw it out in front, and to go off the pad of Osborne. Didn't mean to cut you off there, Justin, but Osborne got her pad out there. Otherwise, Alyssa Machado had a tap-in goal for the Nittany Lions, but the score stays knotted at 0. 4:51 left, 1:07 left on the power play for the Nittany Lions. Face off to the left of Osborne. Lubdell all alone at the point. Her shot tipped just wide. Getting to it first is Garcia. Down low to Roberts. Roberts throws it down low. Up top is Garcia at the far point. Garcia waits, throws it down low once again. It's Vazlet. Vazlet over to Garcia. Garcia Vazlet playing catch. Vazlet now behind the net. In front, Roberts. She whiffs on the chance. Garcia gets to it first, but intercepted by Colgate Raider. Now behind the net is McEachran. McEachran battling with Machado. 5-woman scrum. Coming away with the puck is Maya Vazlet of the Nittany Lions. Vazlet still muscling her way through, still has possession, but a penalty will be called for hooking on Maya Vazlet. She doesn't like the call, but now we got 4-on-4 for 27 seconds before Colgate gets their first crack at a power play.
Well, you can say goodbye to the chances of the Nittany Lions getting something going on this power play, as now it goes to 4-on-4. Like you said, Josh, before it becomes a Colgate power play, and Colgate's 31.3%. That's 5 of 16 so far on the year in their power play. We'll have to wait 27 seconds before we get to see that 5-on-4 advantage for the Raiders.
And the offensive zone penalties are something you never want to take, especially when you're a man up. And it's just a bad play there from Maya Vazlet. Thrown out in front was a shot at the point from Simpson. Colgate now with the puck. Simpson has it once again on the near side point. Down low, shot is blocked by Zanin. Raiders still with possession. There's just 6 seconds left in the 4-on-4 play before Colgate gets their power play. Josie Balthin will make an easy stop on the shot from Simpson. There's just 2 seconds left. Essentially, at this point, you have to go into penalty kill mode if you're the Nittany Lions. You'd have to assume, given that there's 2 seconds left before Sydney Bard comes out onto the ice for the Raiders.
Well, with those 27 seconds that were there, I thought it might still hold the advantage for Penn State, who's been better on the even play. But Colgate has it, just lost it outside their zone, but now onto their advantage. And Penn State is killing at an 88.9% rate so far.
A partial power play for the Raiders, one of the best in the nation, 5 for 16 like you mentioned, Justin. Serdachny over the line, loses the puck, and Mackay will send it out. The former Colgate Raider seemed to read that play beautifully, almost like she used to play for them. Colgate will set up their offensive attack. Serdachny on the near wing. Floats it out towards center. Taking in is Greg. Greg stops. Back to Serdachny. Serdachny at the far circle. Back is Bard. Bard across to Greg. Greg holds. Throws one on net. Blocked in front by Correa. Greg back to Bard. Bard at the Big Ten logo. Across to Serdachny. Serdachny waits. Holds. Giving chase is Heminger. She'll go back. Serdachny across. Broken up beautifully by the Nittany Lions penalty kill, but still in their zone. 35 seconds left on it. Bard at the point, going from side to side. Serdachny across to Greg. Greg holds. Tries to get to Serdachny, broken up beautifully by Correa. Now the Nittany Lions will get a change with 19 seconds left on their penalty kill. 2:27 left in the first period.
Colgate spent a little bit too much time there looking for a perfect opportunity as they passed a few too many times.
Brick with it on the near circle. Down low as Colgate throws one in front. Scramble for it. Josie Balton is in her own net. The referee blows it dead. Where is the puck? No signal yet from the official. The Nittany Lions will be at full strength regardless of the outcome of this play, but it looks like it'll just be a face-off.
It looked like Carly Garcia may have ended up getting the save on that one. Right out there as you watch that replay, Josie Boblin doing her best to just push the players and the puck away from that net that she is guarding. And it worked out as Colgate is held off the board on their power play, and back to 5-on-5 we go.
Fazit wins the draw for the Nittany Lions. Dropped off for Lobdell. Lobdell battling with it, tries to get up to Roberts. Lobdell and Stewart fighting for it. Machado has it, tries to get towards center. It stays in the Nittany Lions' end. Knocked out by Lobdell, picked up once again by the Raiders. Muscled off the puck. Good job by the Nittany Lions defense to break up that chance. And Machado behind her net, circling. Stops on a dime. Dumps into an open corner. It's Fazlet to the puck first. She attempts to get to center, picked up by Machado. She'll swing it out. Simpson to the puck first for the Colgate. We're throwing on net. Josie Balton will glove it and drop it for Garcia. Roberts on the near wing. Beautiful pass off the boards for Tessa Janicki. She was just off sides, however. The faceoff will go all the way back into the Nittany Lions' end. With a minute 20 left in the first period. Shots 8-4. Been a very even game, however. Obviously, at even strength, Nittany Lions have seemed to have the slight advantage. But on special teams, Colgate has looked very powerful.
Yeah, so it all evens out at the end, like you said, Josh, and that's why this game's still 0-0, though a minute 20 is plenty to score before this period is up.
Janicki wins the draw against Serdachny. In the open corner, Uline with it first. Trying to get around a defender. Throws it up to Goff. Goff will take it out to center. Picked up by Gates. Intercepted by Goff. Back to Uline. She'll just throw it towards center. 1 minute left in the first period. Score still 9-0. Janicki tries to get it through center, but it's intercepted by the Raiders. Dumped in by Julie Goff. The Raiders on the puck first. Nice little move there from Bard. Excuse me, Simpson. Janicki on the puck now from the Nittany Lions. Stops on a dime. Muscling her way behind the net. 1v3. She's battling. Drops it off for Correa. Correa muscling behind the net. An open corner now. The Raiders have a chance to set up one final attack with 30 seconds left here. Through center is Kaltenkova. Kaltenkova muscling her way against Uline. Gets knocked down. No call. Kaltenkova still with the puck. Tries to throw it out in front. Mad scramble for the puck in the slot. No one can come away with it. Zanin is the first one to it with 10 seconds left. She's got some speed. Zan trying to muscling around McEachran. Zan throws it out in front. No one there. And with 4 seconds left, Colgate will just clear it out towards center. And that will do it for the first period. 8-4 are the shot totals in favor of the Nittany Lions. Scores in favor of no one. It's 0-0. Lots of action, however. Lots of pushing, couple of chances. The Nittany Lions had the best chance early off with Melissa Machado, but the Raiders once again showing why they haven't given up a goal so far yet this season.
Yeah, they've been able to
Back here for the second period at Pagula Ice Arena. Shots game still tied at 0. Colgate would have liked the play to go a little bit longer there as Josie Bothan couldn't completely corral the saves. Still 0-0. All right. 19:33 left in the first period. Penn State had a lot of chances in that first period along with Colgate nearing the end of the first period, but we'll get back to the action on the ice as Colgate has possession in their own end. It's Kaltenkova. Down low is Biederman. Biederman still with possession on the far side. Loses possession to the Nittany Lions, it's Roberts. Roberts moving through center, tips it up for Machado, she'll dump it in. Machado and Vazlet giving chase. Machado tried to get over to Vazlet, but it's intercepted by Colgate. Now here comes Nina Brick across the line. Brick, her shot blocked by Gangarosa. Brick gets it again into the circles. Puck goes over the stick of Eichfeld and will come out towards center. As now it's back towards Mara Uline. Uline's pass is intercepted by the Raiders. It's Cass Betnell. Betnell at the Big Ten level tries to get it across. Still has possession. Intercepted by Correa. Correa over to Goff. Goff and Connolly. Connolly dumps it in. Caught by Osborne with 18:20 left to go here in the first period.
Chip in there from Penn State.
A chip in by Penn State. 18:20 left to go in the second period. Shots 8-5 in favor of the Nittany Lions still. Face off to the right of Osborne is won by the Raiders. Greg will dump it into the open corner in the Nittany Lions end. Butsy to it first. Goes over the stick of Greg, and now it's Connolly. Connolly one-on-one. Power move. Shot goes just wide. The Raiders with trying to get it out of their own end. They're hemmed in there. Greg through center. Tries a stretch pass. No, knocked down beautifully by Kendall Butsy. Mackay on the far side. Into this, her shot is rubbed aside by Simpson, picked up by Zanin. Zanin up top is Garcia. Garcia's one-timer blocked in front. Garcia fighting with it now, a one-on-one. Here comes Serdachny. Serdachny moves towards the center. Her shot rubbed out by Lobdell. Back and forth action we go. It's Zanin now on the far side. Gets it by Bard. Zanin, a 2-on-1 for the Nittany Lions. Zanin, her shot just wide. And then Lobdell loses possession to a Colgate Raider. It's Smigliani. Stewart to Smigliani. Smigliani nubbed up the puck by Garcia. Picked up by Stewart. Stewart in all alone. Stick save by Josie Bothan.
Great chances, one for each side right there. But no goals put onto the scoreboard.
Garcia on the puck for the Nittany Lions. Drops it back to Lobdell. Lobdell up to Wallin. Bard on the puck first for the Raiders in their own end. Up to McEachran. McEachran will dump the puck in. Scooped up by Uline. We'll throw it back to Lobdell. Lobdell coming out of her own end, gets taken down. Possession goes to the Raiders. Kaltenkova and Uline battling with it. Kaltenkova comes away with it in the circles. Puck's free at the point. It's picked up by Eichfeld. Golnitz will throw it down low to Kaltenkova. Kaltenkova tries to get it across to Biederman. Biederman down low to Kaltenkova once again. She's battling with Lobdell. Lobdell falls over. Biederman in front to Kaltenkova. Puck's free in the slot. Lobdell tries to clear. Kept in by Golnitz. Golnitz now Brick. Brick moving in towards the slot. Attempted a centering pass. It's broken up. And all alone is Kaltenkova. Poke check by Josie Bothan. Now still a play by Correa. Here comes Correa. Correa behind the net. Circles, looking for an open man. Correa up top. Hemminger's one-timer whiffs. Loose puck battle in the neutral zone. Puck goes to an open wing. Through center come the Raiders. It's Gregg. Gregg stops, drops it back. Here come the Raiders. It's Serdachny. Serdachny in front. One-timer blocker save, Josie Bothan. Gregg will throw it down, picked up by Serdachny. Serdachny muscles her way through. Drops off for Gregg. Gregg down low. Centering pass goes nowhere, but it's picked up by Bard. Bard drops it off for McEachran. McEachran back to Bard. Bard will throw it behind the net. Picked up by Bootsy. She whiffs on it. Maeve Connolly gets to it first for the Nittany Lions. Tries to get towards center. It's bodied down by McEachran. Puck still in the zone for Colgate. It's Gregg. Gregg drops off for Serdachny. Serdachny moves around Bootsy. Cutting towards the slot. Centering pass is intercepted by Julie Goff. Goff throws it all the way down for an icing. So the officials finally blow it dead. Lots of pressure by the Raiders. Still no score with 14:26 left to go here in the first period.
Josie Bothan looking a little bit like her old self, maybe back to last year when she posted some school records. Because this year, not the same success, allowing over 3 goals a game with a 903 save percentage. Pretty sharp today.
Scramble off the draw. Josie Bothan could not corral the loose puck off the face-off shot. Referees blow it dead. We'll get another stoppage. 14:22 left in the second period. Face off to the right of Bothan. One by the Nittany Lions U-line with it behind her net. Drops it off for Gangarosa. Gangarosa off the boards to Zanin. Zanin will dump it into the Raiders' end. Gates to it first. Over to Simpson. Simpson try to pass out towards center, intercepted by Gangarosa, now behind on the far side. Puck still kept in by Gangarosa, picked up by Stewart of the Raiders. Uline tried to intercept that pass, goes all the way down. On it first is Mackay. Mackay loses it just to Colton Kova, and then Zanin gets it from Colton Kova. Back out to Zenner. Colton Kova racing for it. She'll get to it first for Colgate. Up to Eichfeld. Eichfeld loses possession. Will throw it back in behind Josie Bothan. Garcia gets to it first. Loses it to Colton Kova. Vazit with it on the far side. Gets all the way out to center. Machado. It's a foot race. Her and Eichfeld. Machado in all alone. What a stop by Kaylee Osborne. Kelly Osborne stops the best chance of the Nittany Lions so far. 13 minutes left here in the second. Here comes Colgate. Let's up the puck and go for a line change. Lobdell battling on the near side boards. Vazlet's there as well. Machado tries to get towards center. It's intercepted by Serdachny. Serdachny drops off for McEachran. McEachran shot easily gloved by Josie Bothan, and we'll get a stoppage.
Yeah, well, we've already talked about it, how Colgate has not allowed a goal this season for the second best opportunity, or maybe the best, if you want to go back to Machado's back in the first period. But Kaylee Osborne has been able to stop everything that has gone her way today, which has been 10 shots, and Colgate has now evened up the shots at 10 apiece.
Colgate with possession, thrown out in front. Penalty upcoming to Kendall Bootsy. She may have saved a goal there. 12:31 left in the second period. Penn State going on their second penalty kill. Colgate gets their first full power play now. They had a brief power play, a shortened power play after the 4-on-4 play. So going to look at the Alyssa Machado chance. Beautiful pad stop by Osborne, showing once again why they haven't given up a goal yet. Colgate now with possession on the far side at the point, setting up their power play. Shot tipped in front. It's in! Colton Kova on the power play redirects the puck in front, and Colgate strikes first with 12:20 left in the second period. Shot from the point, redirected in front. Bothan never saw it, goes through her legs, and Colgate with the lead now. The ice is finally broken. A crucial penalty against the Nittany Lions. Referee's discussing something at the penalty box. Get another look at it on the replay. Going left to right. Shot from the point, beautifully tipped. Colton-Kova got to it first. The first tip came from a different Colgate Raider. Bothan stopped the initial one, couldn't find the puck. It looks like we're going to get a review for potential high sticking. SGS Cambersaw is looking to challenge the play. We'll get another look at it here on the video board. Initial tip. It's tough to tell from that angle. Stick has to be below the crossbar. For that, it's very tough to tell from the angle. It does look, however, like her stick was below the crossbar, at least where the puck hit on the tape, on the end of her stick. Did look to be below the goalpost or the crossbar. So from our vantage point, it does seem like this goal may stand. Obviously, we'll have to wait for the official ruling.
Yeah, and Josh, as we await this replay and the decision that is made by the replay, it'll be interesting to see because this could shift the entire momentum of the game, whether it's in or not. So as of now, the goal is on the scoreboard, but if it were to come off, that would really shift momentum right into Penn State's favor, and it's very close because the high sticking mark is over the shoulder level, and as we watch this on replay, I think the stick crosses, but it's all about across that shoulder mark, but it's all about when the stick makes contact with the puck, which may have been on the stick's way back down towards the ice.
Yeah, it's definitely tough to tell. We apologize for the technical inconveniences. Justin was not able to get his points across for the entire timeout. But yeah, like you mentioned, it's all about where the puck hits the stick. And her stick does start to come down when it seems like the puck made contact. Because the original call on the ice was a goal, it does seem like it'll be very tough to see, or to really just to overturn this. Obviously, we'll hear from the officials. They're still looking at it. We'll get another look at it here. From this angle, it does look to be slightly above her shoulder and the crossbar.
The one thing that might help in this situation is that you can see how Josie Bothan is going up trying to get it, and there's a clear change of direction while the stick is high. If that might be able to show high sticking right there. Again, it's all about where the puck and the stick actually make contact, which is very close to that shoulder level of Colgate's Caitlin O'Donohoe. So it's a bang-bang play, and these officials, they want to get the call right. They are having a very long discussion in the box right now and making sure that if it's a goal, Colgate gets it, and if it's not a goal, that it's not credited against Josie Bothan and the Nittany Lions.
Well, we shall see what they come out. It seems like the official ruling will be coming out in a moment. Not sure if they're able to confirm it. And the puck and the play will stand. So Colgate strikes first off the stick of Colton-Kova. Their leading point getter last year, tied with Serdachny with 53 points last season, was one of the top goal scorers in the nation. Showing it once again, great hand-eye.
And with that, she's also first in the program with over half a goal per game and with over 1.2 points per game in her career. So there she is. She gets the goal, she gets the points, and Colgate gets the lead.
The assists will go to Simpson and O'Donohoe. Simpson had the original point shot, O'Donohoe with the original deflection as Colton-Kova bangs home the loose puck. The Nittany Lions down by 1 after the goal from Christina Colton-Kova. Lots of pressure once again by the Raiders. Shot by Smigliani is whiffed on. Here comes Zanin. Zanin 3-on-2 for the Lions. She's got speed. Power move towards the net. Loses control of the puck just before she could get a shot off. Loses control on the far side. Knocked down by Garcia, but picked up by the Raiders. Deflected pass. Now the Nittany Lions with the chance. As Makai will drop off for Wallin. Wallin, drop pass for Zan. Zan in front, blockered away by Osborne. Lobdell's pass goes just far. Correa was wide open on the near side wing, but interzone battle for the puck between Colton-Kova and Lobdell. It'll go all the way down towards Osborne. She'll play it. Rims it around the boards, out towards center. Delayed offsides for the Nittany Lions. Stretch pass goes nowhere, but beautiful job by Colgate to get to it first in the form of Nina Brick. Brick will take it all the way back towards center. Nice loose puck, Lobdell and Brick battling for it. Delayed offsides. Our referee was screaming about the offsides at Kaltonkova. She didn't hear it. So the faceoff will now go back into the neutral zone.
So
a little miscommunication there between Brick and Kaltonkova.
Yeah, excuse me for cutting you off there, but during the break, we planned to come back with what we thought Colgate needed to do to start scoring and possibly get some more opportunities, and one of them was not making that extra pass like they were doing in the first period because it kept getting turned over and put in the Nittany Lions, and that one sent all the way down.
No icing, says the official, as the puck went off the stick of a Colgate defender. Machado battling with it. It's taken away by Greg. Greg over to Serdachny. Serdachny moving around Buttsy. Buttsy intercepts the play. Tries to get up to Kayla Roberts. Roberts with a power move. It's a foot race. Roberts battling, but Greg gets there first. Greg with her speed. Now the puck in the possession of the Nittany Lions at center.
And just to finish my point, it was Colgate not making that extra pass that put it on net, got tipped, and eventually went in off the stick of Kaltonkova.
Leah Stecker battling for it on the far side with Eichfeld. Stecker and Eichfeld going at it once again. Eichfeld loses her stick. Stecker falls down. Gets back up over to the open point. It's Uline. Uline's shot blockered away by Osborne. Gingeroso whiffs on an attempt to keep it in the zone. Gets the puck back at center ice. Makes two moves around the defender. Falls down. Still with it. Throws it on net. Batted down. We're going to get a hand pass called on Colgate. You cannot bat the puck in your own defensive end. Or I believe they're going to call a penalty now.
They are, as right before the whistle blew, Josie Botman was starting to make her way towards the net. And it is Eichfeld who is in the box right now as we await the official scoring. But either way, Colgate still with the lead, and now going on the power play. Penn State is going to need to make the extra pass. I just talked about how Colgate needed to not make the extra pass. Penn State, they need to make that extra pass, and that starts on the power play, which we saw. They had two opportunities. One ended in a penalty that put it back to a 4-on-4. The other one ended with no shots. So, and it looks like that might be a tripping call.
Yeah, the official ruling is a body check.
Body
she
check.
Moved her hips out. They're going to call her for that. It was a little interesting play considering the fact that there was a hand pass at the same time. So the whistle blew at the same time. But the third power play opportunity for the Nittany Lions. Huge chance for them to tie this game up with 9:32 left in the second period. The faceoff is won, however, by the Raiders and cleared, but kept in beautifully for a moment by Buttsy. Then the puck is cleared all the way down by the Raiders.
We talked about faceoffs in the first period. Penn State was leading them 16-6. Now Colgate has closed the gap a little. It's 19-12, still in favor of the Nittany Lions, but the one that started off this power play for Penn State went in Colgate's favor as the Nittany Lions get it in their zone.
Heminger gets it to Zanin. Zanin moving towards the dots. Down low is Correa. Her power move goes just wide. Hammer entered the puck first. It's free in the air. Picked up by Wallin. Wallin on the far side corner. Mackay to Zanin. Zanin up top to Gingerosa. Back to Zanin. Zanin walking in. Tries a cross-crease pass, but it's deflected beautifully by the Raiders. Gingerosa drops down low to Wallin. Wallin across to Zanin again. Waits down low. Mackay's one-timer goes through the slot. Thrown on net, just wide. Wraparound chance from Zanin. She goes for a change. Here's Gingerosa once more. Mackay walking in. Her shot off the crossbar. Puck is cleared by Colgate. Gress chance for the Nittany Lions. 45 seconds left on the penalty. A fire drill change for Colgate. Moving in is Janicki. She's got speed, lots of moves. Janicki whips on a pass, but it's picked up by Buttsy. Buttsy to Uline. Uline down low. Correa goes over the stick of Buttsy. Errant pass. Now a chance for the Nittany Lions to regroup. One final gasp here. As Buttsy is moving on in, but it's intercepted by Betnell. Betnell will rim it around. Picked up first by Uline. Uline will dump it down low to Correa. Correa between the dots. Over to Janicki. Janicki on the near side. Across to Uline. Uline's shot easily covered and swallowed up by Osborne.
Well, Josh, this power play for the Nittany Lions, a lot more aggressive, getting more pucks onto Osborne in net. And though no opportunities have gone in, as we watch this replay of a great chance that hit off the crossbar above Osborne. Good opportunities for Penn State, who looks to be playing with extra motivation now down 1.
Something the Nittany Lions didn't have last season, seemed to get deflated after giving up the first goal. Power play is over, Nittany Lions still with possession. Bootsy tries to throw it on net, it's blocked, but it goes straight to Roberts. Roberts on loan to Machado. They lose possession, it's picked up by Stewart of Colgate. Puck goes into the boards at center ice, and we'll get a stoppage of play. But back to that chance off the crossbar was Ellery Mackay. Like we've mentioned multiple times, the Colgate transfer, how sweet would it have been for her to score on her old team?
Yeah, I think she would have enjoyed that a lot, not just because it's against her old team, but the fact that it would tie things up at 1 for her new team that's playing from behind right now, though leading in the shots 14-11.
Kai has not been on the scoreboard a lot, but her presence has been felt on this Nittany Lions squad. Still trailing by 1 as the puck is free and neutralized, but it's picked up by Roberts and Machado. Machado from her knees, still trying to play the puck, loses it, but it comes back to Garcia. Garcia walking down the line. Picked up by Simpson of the Raiders behind the net, intercepted by Garcia. Garcia throws it to Machado, but Machado can't corral it. It's picked up by Gates. Colgate moving through center, it's Serdachny. Serdachny moving around Lobdell behind the net. Takes a lap, cuts back. Serdachny muscling against Lobdell. Looks for the open man, throws it errantly back towards center ice. It's picked up by McEachran. Puck is dumped in by the Raiders. So there's a stoppage of play.
That might come at a good time for Penn State, as Colgate was looking to establish something in front of Josie Bothan, though the faceoff will come right to Bothan's left. Again, Penn State really playing with a little bit of extra motivation right now as they are trailing after that early goal.
Colton Kova's pass in front goes nowhere. No one was there. McEachran throws it on net, easily scooped up by Bothan.
Well, McEachran looking to score on the ice that her brother does very often. Connor McEachran is the brother of Maggie McEachran, who will play here later tonight. 4 games on this ice of Pagula, so this is the freshest it will be all weekend, though the ice crew does a great job week in and week out keeping this ice prepped.
Maggie McEachran, as you mentioned, Connor McEachran's brother with the puck will throw it down low. Janicki gets to it first, throws it to an open wing. Intercepted, but trying to get to the center, and she does. She goes in 1v3, trying to get around Bard. She's got the speed, is taken down. There is no penalty on the play. Coming back with speed are the Raiders. Moving through center is Colton Kova, the goal scorer, throws it to an open corner. Goff tries to get it through center. She does, but it's picked up by Brick. Brick across to Bard. Bard will dump it on Josie Bothan. She'll let it play. Gangarosa behind her own net. Aggressive forecheck of the Colgate Raiders as they are able to dump the puck in once again. Correa tries to dump it out. Gets a second whack at it. Kept in beautifully at the line by Colgate. Puck goes in on Josie Bothan. She'll charge it, swallow it, get a stoppage with 5:19 left here in the second period.
And we haven't seen it too much in this one against Colgate, but the second period has been the worst, at least in terms of shots for the Nittany Lions. 34 shots for them in the second period this season. 59 shots that they have let their opponents have in the second period. So a lot better fixing up the middle period. And though they did let up the goal, still haven't let up too many opportunities. They're right in this game.
Absolutely. Still a 1-goal game, but Colgate threatening again. Shot just out in front, goes wide from Betnol. Pinner down low to Chan. Or Chan, excuse me. Up top of the point, it's Gates. Gates whiffs on it, almost lost possession, gets it back. Tries to drop it off for Betnol. She's crushed on the board. Stecker will get it out. Puck is thrown in by the Nittany Lions. Delayed offsides are screaming the officials, so Colgate gets a free exit out of their own zone. With speed comes the Raiders. Shot's deflected off a stick, goes down to the near side. Leah Stecker gets to it first. She'll dump it in. Osborne will play it behind her net. Maddie Christian giving chase. One of the first times we've seen her on the ice tonight for the Nittany Lions. Garcia will dump it back out towards Lobdell. Lobdell struggling to find the puck at her feet. Picked up by Wallene. Wallene will just knock it out towards center. Loose puck still. Coming away with it was Serdachny, and then Sandin strips it away from her. Sandin now moving through center. Drops it off. Behind the net, it's Uline. Uline up top, Garcia. Excuse me, that's Mackay. Mackay's shot blocked in front. Puck is still loose. Wallene had it. Penalty upcoming to Colgate. Now the Nittany Lions will get their 4th power play opportunity. They are 0 for 4 on the day, or 0 for 3 on the day, excuse me. No better time now with less than 4 minutes to go in the second period. And Colgate's been threatening for the last couple of minutes.
They have been threatening, but Penn State also had some good opportunities on their last power play. They need to do that again. Penn State needs to come out in this power play, gain possession immediately off of this offensive zone faceoff, and make something happen in the offensive zone.
The Nittany Lions win the faceoff. Will set up possession. Wallene loses possession. She's rubbed off it by Bard. Bard and Smigliani battling for Colgate. As Mackay and Wallene battle for the Nittany Lions. It's taken away by McEachran, or Simpson, excuse me, of Colgate. She still has it. Behind her net, it's going to take her time. Excuse me, that was McEachran. Now Heminger at the point, kept in beautifully, loses possession for a second. It'll be dumped out by Colgate, getting Rosa to it first.
As for Colgate, to keep their perfect record on the penalty kill intact, they just have to keep doing what they've been doing all day, which is attacking the puck like it's their own power play, trying to put some of their own offensive chances on the shorthand.
Korea tried to dump it around, intercepted by Osborne, now picked up by Heminger. Korea moving towards the slot. She still has it. Her shot just over the shoulder of Osborne. Puck is smacked all the way down the ice. A minute left on this Colgate penalty. The Nittany Lions still trying to even the score at 1. Get a look at Uline behind her net. On the far side with speed is Tessa Janicki. Janicki moving in all alone. Comes to behind, will just tap it forward to Korea. Korea up top to Uline. Uline's shot is easily deflected away by Tanner Gates. Uline has it now with the Big Ten logo. Her shot sticked aside by Osborne. Korea has it on the far side. Up top, it's Uline. Uline attempted a pass down low. It's easily deflected by Stewart. Kept in still by the Nittany Lions. Puck comes out the center. Stewart was falling on her backside. Beautiful job defending, but Janicki, a nice move to get around 2 defenders. She into the circles, across, shot, score!
That's one way to score the first goal against Colgate all season. The Nittany Lions tie it up against Colgate. We're on the power play. It's Roberts finding the back of the net for the first time this season and the first time in her collegiate career to tie things up at 1 apiece here on the ice of Pegula Ice Arena.
What a move by Tessa Janicki to get around 2 defenders. The freshman connection between Janicki and Roberts. Roberts gets her first goal, none bigger than that one so far early as Penn State tied up. You mentioned the power play gaining momentum. Easy to say it gained momentum there. We're tied up at 1 now here at Pegula Ice Arena. This puck is battled for at neutral ice. Coming away is Colgate. They're trying to bounce, but they're trying to answer back. Serdachny tries to throw one towards the slot. No one there. Colgate with possession. McEachran tries to throw it on net. It's blocked. Serdachny down low. Battling with Garcia and Lobdell. Lobdell comes away with it. Lobdell over to Roberts, the goal scorer. Loose puck battle. Puck comes free in the form of Lobdell. Machado would dump it out towards center. Coming back in, arc is Colgate once again. It's Greg. Greg on the near circle. Centering pass is blocked by Garcia. Moving into the slot is Serdachny. Serdachny walking around, tries to throw it in front. There was a player there, but it's deflected away by Garcia. McEachran on the far side. Dumps it down low to Serdachny. The captain still with possession, battling with it with Lobdell. Kept in beautifully by Simpson. Simpson will dump it down low. Far side, Garcia pokes at it. Bassett tried to get it out, still kept in by the Raiders. Tired bodies out there for the Nittany Lions. Machado giving chase. She pokes out towards center, and she will. Colton Kova on it first for the Raiders. And stretch pass the Nittany Lions were changing. It's Biederman. Biederman loses it to Mackay. Mackay will throw it towards center. Giving chase to Zanin. She's got the speed. Zanin stops on a dime, loses possession, and it's picked up by Simpson. Here comes Colton Kova. Colton Kova has it once more after the pass from Brick. Colton Kova throws it towards the slot, goes over the stick of Biederman. But Barr will get to it first and dump it back in. Colton Kova attempting to get to it, but it's picked up by Kendall Buttsy. Buttsy moving her way through center. Comes through, but there is no time left on the clock. That is the end of the second period.
so far yet, but Penn State about to get over that mark today. And then as for Penn State, they've been allowing 34.25 shots on goal so far this season. And so far today, just 13. So a lot of changes to the defenses of both of these teams.
Again, another look at Caitlin Roberts, her first goal of her career, like we mentioned. She was a captain as a senior in high school and posted 38 points with 21 goals as a senior. As the puck has been dropped for the third and potentially final period, as the Nittany Lions are heading to their own end to start. Referee blows the play dead because looks like the puck went off of his skate. So the faceoff will go to the right of Josie Bothan.
Bothan so far, 12 saves on 13 attempts. That's .923 save percentage, which is over her season average and looking more like how she looked last season as Bothan in this contest.
Puck is free in this neutral zone. Dumped all the way in by the Nittany Lions. Osborne will touch it for a teammate. As Serdachny attempted, or not Serdachny, excuse me, McEachran tried to play it off the boards, but it went into the stands. And the puck will come all the way back down for a offensive zone faceoff for Penn State.
I thought some people might run over for that puck, but nobody decided to run down the stairs to get it. So nobody goes home with a free souvenir.
Well, don't count yourself out, Justin. You could be that lucky guy.
Maybe.
Colgate gets the puck out towards center ice. It's picked up by the Nittany Lions. It's Gangarosa. Now Goff. Kotlikova strips the puck away, gets it up to Biederman. Uline gets to it first for the Nittany Lions. Kept in by Colgate, thrown on net, goes under the glove of Josie Bothan and wide. Roberts, the goal scorer, dumps it off for Uline. Uline tries to get by Kotlikova. She loses possession. Kotlikova going 1-on-3, tried to throw it out in front, but it's intercepted beautifully by Gangarosa. The Nittany Lions have numbers if they hurry. It's Janicki. She'll just throw it on net. The Nittany Lions going for a change. Osborne will touch it once more for Gates. Gates spins around, drops it back off for her partner. Simpson tried to stretch pass off the skate of Simpson, so it stays in the Raiders' end. Now a bad pass and a chance from the slot. It's in! Miscommunication from Osborne and her defenders, and that's going to be credited with an own goal. Josie Bothan is jumping up and down. That was the weirdest goal I may have ever seen in my broadcasting career. Not a very uncharacteristic play from the number 6 team in the country.
And it looks like Maya Vaslet, she led the line, so I think that one will be credited to her. A very wacky play there to get that goal, but Penn State now in the lead on their 18th shot of the game.
One of the wackiest goals you will ever see, as Osborne could not corral the original chance, tried to swat at it with her stick, and eventually it was tipped in by her own teammate.
Osborne couldn't control it, as Josh said, and that led to some problems. And as Josh also said, that's something that this Colgate team hasn't really seen at all this season. They've almost played perfect hockey, a few too many penalties, but the rest of the time, they've been playing near perfect prior to this game, not letting up a single goal in their 3 contests.
We mentioned at the top of the third period how the next goal could be crucial. If that ends up being the game-deciding goal, that will be on a lot of people's minds by the end of this contest. But the Nittany Lions are threatening once again, lots of speed. But now here comes Greg looking to change that. Greg tries a toe drag around Garcia, but it's knocked away beautifully. Goff will throw it all the way down the Nittany Lions' end. Picked up on the near side by Gates. Gates through to O'Donohue. O'Donohue's got some speed. O'Donohue loses it to Gangarosa. Garcia trying to move through the middle of the ice. It's intercepted by Greg. Her shot, glove save, Josie Bothan.
Now every time Colgate has it in Penn State's defensive zone, it's a lot more important and a lot more eyes go to Josie Bothan. As here's the replay of the goal, goes off the skate And maybe Vaslet did end up getting her stick in there, but a very bang-bang play right out in front. That's something that, as a defenseman, you do not want to do. You don't want to put your goaltender into that situation. But for the Nittany Lions and Maya Vaslet, they'll take it how it comes, and they'll take that lead and try to play with that the rest of this time.
They don't ask you how, they ask you how many. And Maya Vaslet adds one to her total on the season. The Nittany Lions add one to a lead. It's 2-1 now with 16:30 left in the third period. Picking up the puck are the Raiders. Uman has it in her own end. We'll try and dump it up to Roberts. Roberts scored the first goal near the end of the second on the power play. She tries to power towards the net, throws one in front just wide. Coming back now with speed is Colgate. Roberts with a beautiful back check to knock it away from McEachran. Now Vaslet. Vaslet just was credited with the last goal.
Her first goal of the season, that is, too.
As the Raiders come back, it's Biederman. She's got some speed. Biederman tries a nice little move, body down by Heminger. No call. The referees are going to let them play. It's intercepted by Koltonkova. Now Biederman gets back on her feet, has the puck. Up to Gates. Gates down low. Moving through, tries to find an open spot on the ice. Puck still free. Tipped out to center by the Nittany Lions. Coming in now is Brick. Brick loses it, but it's picked up by Koltonkova. Her turnaround shot is blocked by Heminger. Simpson has it across to Gates. Gates rims it around the boards. Heminger gives chase. We'll dump it out towards center once more. And Colgate will have to regroup. 15-11 left in the third period. Penn State with the lead over the number 6 Colgate Raiders. Moving through with speed is Serdachny. Look at her fly. Serdachny, her shot. Rubbed out by Garcia. Lobdell gets to it first. She'll sling one up towards Correa. Correa battling, stops. Tries to hand it off for a teammate, but tries to do it all herself in the same process and loses it. Puck comes all the way out. Confusion from the Nittany Lions on the bench once more, similar to Leah Stecker in that first period. But now Janicki gets to it first, and we have an injured Nittany Lion down near the bench. Believe that is Julie Goff, and that is not something you want to see from one of the upperclassmen, one of the more experienced players for the Nittany Lions.
Here's going to be another replay of the goal for Penn State. Maya Vaslet moments ago, and just again, the defense may have gotten in the way of their own goalie, and that will give Penn State the lead. And you look at Penn State's shot total, they're up to 19 now on this game. That is the most amount of shots that Colgate has allowed so far this season, and it's not a lot of shots, but it's enough to get the job done as of now, at least, for the Nittany Lions.
Absolutely, but we'll turn our attention to Julie Goff, who finally gets to her skates. And we get another look at the goal here. So originally, Osborne doesn't get to it. They gave Vaslet the credit. It may have gone off of her body, but it seemed like the Colgate defender kind of just did it all herself there.
I believe it was Cass Betnall who was right in the way there.
Cass Betnall, unfortunate for her. You would hope for her sake that she's able to move past that, but luckily Julie Goff got to her feet. It's one of those interesting plays where there's confusion on the bench, and it can lead to, obviously we saw it earlier with Leah Stecker, but she drew the penalty. But Julie Goff, you know, self-made injury, and it's nothing that you want to see, but hopefully she's okay as we get back to action with 14:20 left to go in the third period. Moving through center is Greg of the Raiders. Janicki gets to it first with the Nittany Lions. Flung on net by the Colgate defender at the blue line, but it's easily stopped by Bothan. And we're going to face off to her right. 14:11 left in the third period. The Raiders, still plenty of time left, but the clock is ticking to tie this game.
Slowly but surely, like you said, clock is ticking, and that's what makes every play, even like that easy save that Bothan just made moments ago, it makes it that much more important to stick with your technique and make sure you don't get too far ahead of yourself or out of your normal techniques or foundations of hockey, and just play normal hockey. Don't try to do too much, and that would, for both sides really, because playing foundational hockey will help Colgate possibly get on the board here, but also will help Penn State keep Colgate off the board.
For Penn State, sometimes you have to be good to be lucky, and sometimes you have to be lucky to be good, and luck was certainly a factor on their second goal. Now trying to close it out here in the final stages of this game. Ningarosa to it first for the Nittany Lions. Get that towards center, goes off the skate of Vasley. Getting to it first is Machado. She's got speed. Machado working with McEachran. Throws it to an open wing, it's Hulk. Hulk up to Smigliani. Smigliani will just dump it behind Bothan. Woodsey up to Mackay. Mackay to an open wing on the far side. Then the Lions forwards are going to change as the Raiders try to regroup. Here comes Gates. Gates rims it around the boards, picked up by Heminger. Shuffling it all the way down the ice for an icing with around 13:06 left in the third period.
Now that face-off, because of the icing, will come in front of Josie Bothan, and when you look at it, Colgate came into this game over 56% on the face-offs. Well, they're losing right now to the Nittany Lions, who came in at 44%. It's 29-18 in favor of Penn State.
Face-offs play a key faction of the game, and they can certainly swing momentum as Penn State now has the lead, but the puck is stolen behind the net by the Raiders. Here's Greg. Greg spinning, turning, shot blocked in front by Heminger. Another block shot for the Nittany Lions. Their 9th of the day. Mackay moving fast. She gets to it first. They wave off the icing. Garcia tries to keep it in. She slips first moment, gets back on her feet. It's picked up by Gates. Zenon intercepted it for a moment. The puck is back out towards center. Lobdell left to wait.
See some physicality and aggression picking up a little bit. A lot more bodies going onto the ice. Not dirty by any means, just you could tell that means they're becoming physical and trying to get to every loose puck and not letting the opposition get to it, and that goes for both sides.
4-woman scrum in front of us in the broadcast booth. It comes back to Colgate. Pass intercepted by Correa. Correa drops it for Goff. Goff back on the ice. You love to see that for the Nittany Lions and for her. Come now is Chan. Chan loses it to Garcia in this neutral zone as Penn State will come all the way back. Janicki to Correa. Correa tries to get towards center, but it's kept in by Chan for a moment. Goes off the netting and back onto the ice, so we will get a stoppage. Puck will come out to neutral zone with 11:44 left in the third period.
Neutral zone face-offs just as important as offensive zone or defensive zone, depending on which zone it comes into. Just as important because you can get there, then go down the ice, get into your offensive zone and establish, just like you could if it was in your offensive zone, the face-off. And this one, though the neutral zone, it's closer to Penn State's defensive zone and Colgate's offensive zone than it is the other way. So very important face-off that Colgate's going to be able to win and go all the way down the ice with.
McEachran has it on the far side for Colgate. Throws it all the way up, but it's intercepted by Uline in her own end. Uline will dump the puck in. Osborne will play it. McEachran with it now, gets it up to Serdachny. Serdachny across to Bard. Bard will throw it in on Josie Bothan. She'll glove it and hold it for a stoppage.
Nice little catch there by Bothan. Though, was kind of where she was positioned on that goal earlier. She was up like that going for that catch, but then it was tipped out. It was the goal that was replayed and upheld for Colgate, but similar stance there for Bothan to get to that one, and this time there's no one out in front.
Centering pass for Colton Kova, and she couldn't get enough on it, and Josie Bothan makes an easy stick save.
She was looking for her second of the game right there. She was the one we were just talking about moments ago that was credited with the wacky one that went to replay.
Face-off won by Colgate once again. It's Simpson. Simpson had the assist on Colton Kova's goal. She'll throw it down low. Biederman in front, score! Sir Colton Kova gets her second of the game. We were just talking about her. A beautiful centering feed from Biederman, the freshman. And Colgate has tied it up with 10:58 left in the third period.
Looked like that one went right through the 5-hole and into the back of the net to light up the lights red for Colgate, who ties it back up at 2 apiece on their 15th shot of the contest. It's Colton Kova recording her second of the game and now her 4th on the season.
a set play, it appeared, on the goals. The puck will go roll back in on Heminger. We got a replay of it now. What a play by Alyssa Biederman to recognize that Colton Kova was there, but now here come the Nittany Lions. It's Janicki. Janicki drops it for Correa. Correa's shot just goes wide. Play is picking up pace here. Sprint gets out towards center. The Nittany Lions will throw it back in. Off the stick of Osborne it goes. Simpson tries to get by Janicki. It's blocked. Janicki now with the puck. Wraparound chance goes wide. Biederman battling with Lobdell. Puck comes back up towards center. Brick gets to it first. But now here comes Butzy of the Nittany Lions. Butzy loses it now. A chance for Serdachny. She's got speed. Serdachny in all alone. What a save by Josie Bothan off the pad.
That is how you rebound from letting up a goal moments ago. You come back with an even bigger save to keep this one knotted up at 2.
Fouls behind her net, attempting to get it out for the Nittany Lions. She'll do just that. It'll come all the way down for an icing, however, and now the tired bodies will stay out there for Penn State.
As you said, the tired bodies will stay out there, which is important. Josie Bothan made a great save moments ago coming off of that goal, but with that goal, you could kind of see some tired bodies out on the ice. Allowed it to get through. A great opportunity for Colton Kova, who sent it home as Bothan makes another save, deflecting that one off the pad or to the right.
Hulk with that shot attempt off the faceoff. We've seen a lot of faceoff shots from Colgate today. As Bard has it, gets up to Smigliani. Smigliani waits, tries to throw it in front, just behind her teammate. And now it's Simpson. Simpson with a nice little toe drag. She whiffs on the chance. Sparta went for a line change. Coming out is Gates. Gates moving through the neutral zone. Her toe drag shot off the stick of Machado and sticked away by Josie Bothan. Behind the net is Gangarosa. Gangarosa will poke it forward. Trying to get to it is Mackay. He's kept in the slot. Smigliani, her shot blocked by Gangarosa. Wallin whiffs on the clearing attempt. It's still in the zone. Brick has it for the Raiders. Battling with Wallin. Zenon loses it, trying to get out of the zone. It's still hemmed in there. Penn State yet to change. Brick on the far side. Throws it in front. Biederman. Play is whistled dead. I believe it's underneath Josie Bothan, and now there's pushing and shoving.
Another great opportunity, and Josie Bothan, again, coming back off of that goal. Sometimes goalies struggle. It gets into their head that they let one up, but that has not happened here with Bothan, who's come back strong since that goal. And now she's exactly at her save percentage on the season, which is .905. She's now got that here in the third period with 8:43 remaining.
Alyssa Biederman has really shown up in these last few minutes after getting the assist as her first collegiate point, the freshman coming from Franklin, Michigan. Played for the U18 USA national team at the IAHF World Championships here in the Civil Meadow. There's plenty of players that played for them on Nittany Lions side as well. Tessa Janicki has one. Kiara Zanin played a few years ago as well. Showing her prowess on why she's on one of the best teams in the country with the beautiful centering feed and nearly scored and gave Colgate the lead.
Yeah, I mean, and she looks like she's having fun on the ice. Speaking of having fun, looking at the screen, you could see some of the fans here in attendance that are having fun as the music plays during this break to clean up some of the ice shavings. You've got the roar zone down at the end who are trying to help the Penn State Nittany Lions, are trying to, will them to victory here.
Certainly, they've played a huge factor when the puck has been in that end. As there's a face-off to the right, Josie Bothan is cleared out by the Nittany Lions.
Shots 21-20 in favor of Colgate now.
Serdachny, what a toe drag! Tries a centering pass, but it's intercepted by Lobdell. Lobdell up to Correa. Correa golfed, now Janicki. Janicki moves into the zone. She's got speed. Tries to get it across to Correa. She has it now. Correa loses it to a Colgate defender. Still battling with it. She gets possession once more. Correa with the puck at her feet. Can't corral it. And now here comes Serdachny. Serdachny over to Greg. Serdachny slipping and now stuck in the Penn State end as the puck is fought for it. Neutral ice. Tessa Janicki comes out with it. We'll dump it into the zone.
Penn State had a great opportunity there, but they needed a line change, so they went with that instead. You don't want to leave the tired bodies on the ice too long, though. Where Janicki got that puck looked like Penn State could possibly go on a breakout.
The best line of the game for the Colgate Raiders is back out there. It's Brick, Kaltenkova, and Biederman looking to give them the advantage. Kaltenkova tries to muscle Heminger off the puck. She stays with it. What a battle by Heminger. Drops it off for Machado. Machado to Butzy. Butzy tries to throw it up to Roberts, but she didn't corral it. No icing as Vasley got to the puck first. Roberts battling on the far side with Simpson. Simpson tries to get it by, but Simpson on her knees, still fighting for it. Not any Lions have it in their own zone as Gingerosa through center. Weaving her way, gets by Kaltenkova. Pokes it forward, deeper into the zone so that Nittany Lions can get a change. 6:57 left to go in the third period. Tied at 2 with the two of the top teams in the country. Chan on the far side. Drops it down low for a teammate. What a drag move once again. Pass across is blocked, but Smigliani was there. She has it now. Faking the shot is Simpson. She moves forward. Tipped in front. Zadi's still there. Another block shot for the Nittany Lions. Centering pass for Smigliani. Great stick check. Stick lift, by Olivia Wallin. Chan has it once again. Great pressure from the Raiders. Mackay will dump it out through center. The Nittany Lions will get a change. Another icing, however, and so those tired bodies have to come back out. 6:20 left in the third. The ice has certainly tilted back towards Colgate's way.
Yeah, but it was a great defensive play by those tired bodies that you were just talking about that helped keep one off the board. Colgate had some opportunities, but the Penn State defense swarmed to them, hunted down the puck, if you do, the Nittany Lions, and ended up not letting Colgate get any great opportunities off, though they did have some.
Uline with possession after the face-off win will dump it to the open corner, trying to get out towards center. Gregg gets to it first. Zana attempting to get to it at Serdachny now. Zana moving through her own zone. Will stop, tipped forward by Mackay, and Nittany Lions will finally get a line change. Osborne will play it for a teammate. Colgate trying to move through center. An errant pass will go all the way down towards the Nittany Lions, and no icing, however. Garcia sends it up towards Janicki. Janicki will float one towards Goff, but it goes just wide, and Osborne will dump it back out towards center. 5:30 left in this game. Julie Goff will dump it into the offensive zone for Penn State. Picked up first by the Raiders. Simpson tries to get to Kaltenkova. That top line once again out there for Colgate. Kept it in the line by Lobdell. Her shot while wide. Korea on the puck first. Korea loses it to Biederman. Biederman through center will try a pass off the boards to Kaltenkova. She gets to it first with her long reach. Wraparound chance in front. What a save, Josie Bothan! Puck is still free. Brick shot is blocked. Her second a chance. Glove down by Bothan, and she'll cover.
Josie Bothan stands strong in net. Two great opportunities for the Raiders. Two opportunities that were shut down by the goalkeeper for Penn State, Josie Bothan. Let's take a look at it. The first opportunity, the wraparound chance, then right out in front, Bothan makes the save, and then here's a second chance that Bothan also would make the save on. Big plays at a crucial time for the Nittany Lions.
What a stop by the junior goaltender. Been one of the best in the CHA forever for the 3 years that she has been with Penn State. She has been one of the top goaltenders in the CHA and in the nation. Set a program record for shutouts last season, and is playing a phenomenal job, as well as Osborne in this game. Both goaltenders doing their best to give their team the advantage. Moving through center is Smigliani. Smigliani will dump it in. Zander with it now. Drops it for Uline with 4:12 left in this period. Gingerosa falls down. A chance for Colgate to recover. It's 3-on-1. It's partial 3-on-1 for the Raiders. Trying to throw her on and out in front was Colgate. But Gingerosa is able to clear out towards center. At least you thought she would have, until Bard is able to glove it down. Now it's Donahoe. Donahoe stops on a dime. Looking for a teammate. Drops off for Bard. Bard attempted to get to Gregg. It's intercepted by Zanin. Zanin being chased by Bard through center. She'll get over the line and dump it in for a line change for Penn State. Osborne's pass whiffs, and Janicki has it. She throws one out in front, looking for the tip from Wallin, but it's stopped by Osborne. 3:25 left in this third period. Here comes Serdachny, the captain. She's got Koltnikova on her left. Play was just offside as Serdachny goes tumbling to the ice. A little slow to get up, but she's seems no worse for wear with 3:21 left in this third period, tied at 2.
Hit the ground pretty hard there, but Colgate 22 shots now, Penn State 20 after Penn State led for the majority of this one until about halfway through the third period. But it's not going to be about the shots that have already happened. It's going to be about one of the shots that is still to happen.
Goff turns it over, across, it's Brick. Her shot glove down, Josie Balthin once again. Simpson on it now for Colgate. They have more offensive pressure, walking the line. Down to Brick. Brick trying to get muscled off the puck, but she stands strong. Janicki poking at it as well for the Nittany Lions. Garcia and Correa there as well. Biederman wins the puck battle. Muscles down, gets it to Brick. Brick loses possession. Correa will throw it out towards center. Gates gets to it first. Balthin will stop it on a tee. It's Lindy Lobdell.
This game's been being played a lot in the Colgate offensive zone as of late, as now goes into the Penn State offensive zone, though Colgate with possession of it as of now.
Butsy tipped that pass from Biederman with her stick. Chan goes falling to the ice, was picked up by Stewart. Stewart will backhand it behind Josie Balthin. Heminger to it first, up to Roberts. Roberts tries to throw one up to Machado, but it goes behind her, and McEachran gets to it first. Play has been stalled in front of the Penn State bench. Multiple bodies there. Referees yelling at them to move it. The puck finally comes free. Getting to it first is Heminger. Heminger gets taken down. No call. The Penn State bench wants one, but they're not going to get it in this function of the game. 1:40 left in the third period. Colgate threatening once more. Bard gets to it first, walking the line, battling with Roberts. Now with Machado. Bard down low, tries to throw it in front. It's intercepted by Butsy. Butsy got to Machado. Machado with trying a fancy pass. Maybe a little bad, and here comes Brick, body down by Josie Balthin. It rolls down her jersey and almost into the back of the net. She didn't know where it was. Almost deja vu, but for the other team, as now we get an icing on Penn State with 1:09 left. That goal looked eerily similar to the one that gave Penn State the lead early in the third period.
Absolutely, that was a very scary play for Josie Balthin in net, who has made 24 saves so far tonight, but that one almost snuck by. Here's a look at it. You could see a save there. That was a big save moments ago, but
Heminger will dump it back out towards center. The Nittany Lions forwards will go for a line change, but here comes Colgate with a final minute of the third period. Serdachny, the captain, throws it in front. Greg was there, but Josie Balthin blockers it away. Puck goes all the way down. Another icing for the Nittany Lions. 50.6 left. Lots of icings in this game for Penn State.
At this junction of the game, icings might be okay. You know, you take a little bit of time getting down the ice, delay a little bit of time, and get some rest. But here's another save by Balthin, who's just been great here late in the third period after letting up Colgate's second goal.
Zena wins the face-off as Heminger will try to move it towards center, and she does. Goff fighting with it as well. Zena trying to clear, but it comes back into the Penn State end. Koltnikova had it for a moment, tries to get it across. Player taken down is by Garcia. No call as well. 33 seconds left. The puck is right in front. It's in! The referee says it's in! Colgate has taken the lead with 30.5 seconds to go. Penn State is screaming. They thought the play should be whistled dead. They're obviously going to take a look at it.
That's Serdachny leading the line for Colgate. Looks like she believes she has that one. A very bang-bang play that we will see here on replay.
Puck is thrown on net.
I think Josie Balthin might be saying there was a little bit of interference, but I think she may have been pushed after the fact the puck was in the back of the net.
Zan's going to argue with the referees. We're going to take another look at it here.
Oh.
Definitely seems like the puck was poked in when it was underneath Josie Bothan's pad, but we're not seeing any ruling by the officials.
Well,
looks like they're waiting.
Campersall used his opportunity early. Now, the refs will come over and talk to him, but
because he challenged earlier with the high stick, I don't believe they're going to be able to challenge it over.
They are talking about it. The refs could take a look at this on their own, and at this junction of the game, it might be worth it, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
Again, crucial call here.
It's a crucial call. Just every call really is, but late in this game, 30.5 seconds left, and you can see this not only provides the opportunity to get the call right, but some rest for these teams that are playing a hard-fought game. We'll take a look at this yet again right here on Big Ten Plus.
So Serdachny was in the front. The issue here is the intent to blow the whistle. The referees have been blowing the whistle very early on a lot of these plays, specifically on these scrums in front of the net. It looks like the puck is underneath Josie Bothan and it's poked through the, it looks like Serdachny pokes it through.
It looks like it may be under that right leg of Bothan, and then it would end up getting poked out by Serdachny. And if the stick made contact with Bothan, that would be interference, and you could kind of see a little bit of contact right there, but at the end of it, will the refs deem it enough?
Well, it was a very short review. And they're going to call it a goal, so Colgate has taken the lead with less than a minute to go. A backbreaker for the Nittany Lions as Serdachny gets the go-ahead goal.
And Campersall, who's looking for his 400th win, though opportunity now with just 30.5 seconds left is slim, was still trying to talk about the refs. He might be going back to that no call at the beginning of that little offensive series for Colgate, the no call that would have been a penalty that would have given Penn State another power play, which they capitalized on. Now it's going to be a Colgate power play.
Because of the missed challenge, we presume now there's a power play for Colgate, which all but negates the extra skater, and Colgate's coming in front. Spigliani tips it just high. Final 20 seconds to go here. Penn State needs to get out of their own end if they want a chance to tie this game up. But we'll come all the way back out towards center. Final 10 seconds as Colgate will look to hold on to this victory with a last-second goal by their captain, Serdachny. Clock winds down to zeros, and that will do it. Colgate comes in. They battled back after the tough goal in the beginning of the third period and score a last-minute heartbreaker against the Nittany Lions. 3-2 is your final. Colgate moves to 4-0 on the season. Penn State falls to 2-3. These two teams will play again tomorrow. But as you mentioned, the more experienced Colgate Raiders, some would say the more experienced team because of how often they've made it to the NCAA tournament, found a way to win when it mattered most.
Absolutely. A late goal by, you said, their captain, Serdachny. It was a big goal. Obviously, the team's here now shaking hands in the center of the ice. But with that, Colgate moves to 4-0. But Penn State did show a lot of good signs in this game. First off, being that teams can score on Colgate. Penn State did it twice after the first